Y'all, so I have to make this video in regards to the shenanigans yesterday or the day before that. However, so when y'all see my video and I was entertaining them, I don't do that all the time, just to let y'all know, but sometimes I do it because it gets annoying when they implement people that do things that's obvious. Because to me, when the ones that are saying I am watching you in your face, I want to let them know, and I know, right? So those little so-called high schoolers, I don't think all of them are high schoolers. Or sometimes, just like when you watch a Disney movie with teenagers in it, they don't literally be teenagers. Some of them be adults. Okay, so over 18 is classified as an adult. The reason why I don't think all the time that they are high schoolers because of their activity timing. Don't you got to be at school at 8 o'clock? It's 8:55. It could be 9 o'clock, y'all, and those same group of kids be standing there, and as soon as I leave, they start slowly walking up the block. Even at nighttime, I go walk my dog, right? I walk my dog every other day, not a consistent pattern, and I see the kids coming out that same area where they were standing at, like they're waiting for a car or something like that. You get what I'm saying? So that's when I was like, hey, how can I join the watch committee? Because you're obviously on the committee. That's not the first time I did that. I had did that before to an adult that was doing it because he was heavily like aggressive with his watching, where he will walk. Let me tell you how deep this man was. He will wait in front of my gate, y'all, while I'm getting my groceries out, and act like he's waiting so he can help me. I said, you know, anything about it when I start paying attention. At first I thought it was a nice man, right? Like I told you, I don't assume everybody's involved, right? So guess what? When he will help, he'll start looking like at my stuff, not giving me contact. Like they trying to see what you're doing because they want to know every move you're doing too. So when he started doing that, I said, nope. So I said, put in my head, nope. So the next time he doing it, I said, hey, do you know about any watch group committees around here with Neighborhood Watch? I know I want to join the program and all. You know, I did the same thing to him, and he disappeared. Those kids ain't there no more, right, y'all? I stopped dropping my son off as of Monday just to see what's going on, to get the move of who's in what. Because when you change your time frame, they got to change people with you or maneuver things, right? So my son, I don't drop him off no more. I call, and you know, when I say, hey, do you still see the little Tesla lady? No. So the Tesla don't gotta sit at the school no more because I ain't been coming in a week? Nope. So now the neighbors that used to watch me, y'all, they back implemented into doing the watching again. My neighbors had stopped, I guess because they had the Tesla able to pinpoint where I'm at. So now my neighbors is coming back out heavily. So I said, oh shoot, I'm in trouble because something about the neighbors, they don't come out in the singular, they come out in multiples. I guess because I already had threatened them before verbally, like because they was touching my stuff. So we already have not physically, we didn't touch each other. They touched my stuff and I had to make a complaint. And then the lady next door was harassing my son. I told you about that. So I already had contact with them, so they don't come out by themselves because they know that I will come up to them like, hey, do we need to talk about anything? But long story short, I would just kind of give y'all an update of when you do try to stand up for yourself, they try to target you 10 times harder, but keep going. So the moral of this story is you got to handle a situation with the best thing that makes you smile. Because sometimes I do get weak, you guys. And I was like, Lord, I need you to stand next to me. I feel that you here. Are you way up there? But I need you to come down here today because I'm feeling weak. Sometimes I feel weak, you guys. I'll have breakdowns, right? And cry and get depressed over this life because I'll be like, Lord, why did you give me this life? And I'm sitting here strong and telling you guys like, you got this life because you want to make you stronger. I feel like I'm at the strength I can get, Lord, but sometimes this strength is about to bend. I'm carrying these bricks and my arms are getting weak. I'm shaking, right? But keep going, you guys. I was just here to talk to you and to vent, because when I talk to you, you make me stronger, whether you believe it or not. When you drop your comments and leave your experience or leave your prayers, pray for my family. We be going through it, y'all, and it's sad because the people around us don't even know. Got $1 million smile, but I'm going through it, right? Okay. And then I wanted to tell you a story real quick story time. So listen, everybody prayer is not the same prayer, right? And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because I remember when I was growing up, not and as to saying growing up, but I was in my 20s. Let me rephrase that. So I would go to family functions, and you know, everybody has those family members that just don't like them, but they smile on your face, kiki. So I would go because my mom used to force me to go, even though sometimes I felt uncomfortable. If you're like us and you might be the chosen one, you always felt uncomfortable around certain people, right? So I would go, and I heard one of my cousins say, "Hater alert." And I'm looking like, she's talking about me, but I didn't address it because I always learned to ignore things, right? And then I go, and in my head, I'm like, hater for what? Yeah, she did have more materialistic things than mine, but she don't know the prayer that I was praying. At that time, I was praying for God to save my life. I was praying for God to save my son's life, who was battling a lot. He was going through a lot, you guys. So my prayer wasn't the same prayer as them. So people might see that you don't have the materialistic things like them, but that's not what you have been praying for. So God been asking people prayers that's unseen sometimes. Just the fact that somebody's walking around and smiling, that was a prayer that they've been dropping on their knees praying for. So for people to sit there and tell you hater alert, or to sit there and try to say you don't have what they have, or that they don't know what you're praying, because everybody's not battling the same devil. There's different levels to different devils, right? You know, you play the game of Mario. I say this all the time. So I just wanted to make that clear, that you guys might be looking at someone else and like, oh, they got this house, they got this car, but are you praying the same prayer that they pray? Because you're not walking the same battles they walk. They might not have been given the life that you have been given, so they didn't need to pray. Or they can pray for materialistic things while we praying for our lives, and God is giving you that. So please remember that you are blessed. Less stress. Don't worry about what you don't have. Worry about what you do have. The small things of life and happiness. Because a lot of these people that I know have all these houses and nice cars and so depressed and unhappy because you're praying for the wrong things. You're praying for, Lord, please give me money for my house. Lord, please give me money. But you're not praying for happiness, discernment, knowledge, wisdom, peace in the midst of the storm. That part. Sorry, it looks crazy. I don't know what's going on. It's the lighting. Thank y'all. Talk to you guys soon.